with myself, Ms. No Mills, on One Voice Radio. I go live every Wednesday night at 8-ish, heavy on the ish. Heavy on the ish. And I talk about all things big and beautiful. And today is Veterans Day. So happy Veterans Day to all the veterans out there. Thank you for your service and your time and protecting us and protecting our rights and liberties and freedoms and all that good stuff. We appreciate it here at Fabu Plus. Take a moment to like, follow, and share the video. Like, follow, and share One Voice Radio page. And add me on Facebook on my other backup page, Ms. No Mills, M-I-Z-N-O Mills, right there at the bottom of your screen. One time for the one time. So, in honor of Veterans Day, today I'm going to talk about women in politics. I hope I don't bore y'all, but we just had our first female vice president elected. So I want to give a shout out to Kamala Harris. And I keep calling her Kamala. Kamala.
Kamala was the pro-wrestler that died a couple.
But you know what? I've heard it said both. Kamala.
It's Kamala.
Kamala.
Kamala is
Kamala.
pro wrestler. The Kamala. Giant. He actually passed away earlier this year.
No.
Completely different person.
Well, I keep mispronouncing her name because it looks, you know what, the name Tamala is spelled just like that with a T. So that's why I pronounce it. But it's Kamala. Kamala Harris. All right, Kamala D. Harris. Okay. Or not only is she our first female vice president, but she is the first person of color in the White House. So
no, in that position.
In that position, yeah, not in the White House. In that position.
Look, there was a lady who she was a running mate of somebody. She was a black lady. Was it like in the 80s or 70s?
She was.
But yeah.
And you know what? I did make note of that, and then I took it out because I didn't want to
spin.
You know, yeah. So, anyway, I didn't know a lot about her, and so I wanted to basically share some of the tips that are not tips, or some of the information that I found out about her. I know I kept hearing her being called the first black vice president, and to me it was news because I personally, as a black woman, thought that black was just American. I did. I don't know if anybody else thought this as well, but I thought for you to be considered black, you were American of African descent.
For some people, they really do.
And I think it's a gatekeeping kind of thing that a lot of people say if you have a, well, we ain't gonna go there. But she is her, okay, first of all, she was born in Oakland, California, and her mother is of Indian descent. Her mother was a biologist who did a lot of work for breast cancer and breast care research. Her dad was Jamaican, so this is, I guess, where the black comes in. But I thought you were just considered Jamaican, not black, because that's it. Anyway,
there's a whole different show.
I guess, that is a whole episode. Her dad is Jamaican, and he was a Stanford University professor. So I would say she came from good background. But they did divorce when she was young. She graduated from high school in 82. So
there was no way she was.
She is a lot older than she looks, is what I was thinking. She's older than she looks. I don't know how old she is though. But she graduated in 82 from high school. She went to Howard University and she joined like the first black sorority. Isn't AKA the first black sorority?
I don't know.
I think they are. So she is an Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority girl. She earned her law degree in 1989 from Hastings College. That's in California, if you don't know. She became the deputy district attorney in 1980 through 1998 in Oakland, and she earned a reputation for toughness because she prosecuted a lot of gang violence, drug trafficking, and sexual abuse crimes. In 2010, she was elected the Attorney General of California, and she won by a margin of less than 1%, which is rare in any political race, apparently, because it was a big deal. And she was the first female of color Attorney General in California. She's also written 3 books. I was surprised to hear. She wrote Smart on Crime, a career prosecutor's plan to make us safer. She wrote Superheroes Are Everywhere, which is a children's book. And she wrote The Truths We Hold, An American Journey. And she wrote that during the Trump administration, so it might be some good tea in that book, okay? She is married to an attorney named Douglas Emhoff. I think that's how you pronounce it. She is a stepmother to his 2 children, so she does not have her own children, but she is a stepmom. That was something that I wondered, was she a mother? Because I figure with women's health and reproduction being all up in the laws, that would affect her, whether she was a mother or not. Her brother and sister are also in politics. And between her and Biden have won the election with the most votes cast ever in the history of voting, which is 74 million votes.
He in this election, anyone that has ever been elected ever, he received the most votes.
The most votes. So,
wait, you said 70 million?
74 million.
74 million. It's crazy because there's still like half the country that didn't vote. Right. So 74 million people voted in this election, which is a lot, but it's still not everybody. I don't even know what percent of America that would be, but so that is our new Vice President. Say her name again. Kamala Harris. What's funny, y'all, is I was talking to this guy today, and I mentioned her. I was like, hey, I'm researching Kamala Harris, and he's like, who is that? Oh my,
this is why I don't date anymore, folks, because I just can't. I don't.
Some people are just disconnected. They don't pay attention or whatever.
I just can't do it. I'm like, I'm gonna call you back. Okay.
That's what that means. Got it.
Yes. Right. So, I just wanted to. I'm happy about this personally. In my opinion, it's a long time coming. So I want to talk about just overall, because this is a film-forward, film-positive show. I did just want to talk about women in politics in general, and just, what I found out is we have a long way to go. A conversation I had with a friend last night, I was saying, it's a lot of laws and politics involved with women's health and women's reproduction, what we can and what we can't do when it comes to pregnancy and birth control and things like that. And I'm like, there's no laws when it comes to balls. I said it. None. Not one. Men can have sex with 5 women a day and get 5 women pregnant every day, and there's no limit. They're gonna have unlimited kids and nobody says anything about it. But our uterus, ovaries, fallopian tubes, all that good stuff, they have laws attached to them. But I don't know, America is what, 50% women? We'll say 50-50. It may be a little bit
I think it's slightly more women.
It's slightly more women. We'll say 55-45. Right? So I feel like the representation in the government really should reflect the people, the America, the 55% women. But the truth is, it's only about like 25% of Congress is women. And so that's why we have a long way to go. But the numbers grow every election. Every single election, more women, more people of color are elected.
They're getting active, you know.
They're getting active. So, who was the first female politician? Does anybody know? Probably not. Her name was Jeanette Pickering Rankin. And she was an American politician and women's rights advocate. She was the first woman to hold federal office in the United States. She was elected to the House of Representatives as a Republican from Montana in 1916. And then she won again in 1940. So we've been at it for a long time.
Actually. So I had a conversation with, I've been having this conversation all weekend. Mm-hmm. Like women, and particularly women of color, they have consistently been in the forefront of all the freedom movements.
All the freedom movements in America. All the civil rights movements.
I'm gonna throw one to your list. A woman named Lucy Parsons.
Lucy Parsons.
She was involved in she was a labor organizer, and she was involved in a lot of labor strikes and stuff like that. And she was born basically. Her mother was a slave. Okay. And she was born wanting to tear down the system.
Right.
So
I know
those
that.
Work days, those weekends, and those benefits you got.
Yeah. We want to thank Lucy Parsons. Okay. Wait, so she came up with this 5-day work week? She was part of Actually, you know what? Compared to slavery, 5-day work week sounds great.
She's part of the movement to bring those days down to 8 hours. Like people died.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Wow.
But yeah, women.
That's nice. So women who gave us a regular work schedule, basically. So I wanted to mention there are countries who already have and have had female presidents for a while. Mm-hmm. America is just slow to get to it, or slow to let a woman be in power. So you have Nepal, Slovakia, Taiwan, Estonia, Greece, Trinidad and Tobago.
Dang, for real?
Yeah. These Singapore, Ethiopia has a female president.
I know
what are we doing?
New Zealand has a female president.
New Zealand has a female president. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
As of 2020, women occupy 127 of the 535 seats in Congress. So that's 105 Democratic women, 22 Republican women that are in Congress. At least 114 women will serve in the U.S. House, and this is as of the new election, including 45 women of color. And that is, out of 535 seats in Congress, there's 45 people of color in those seats. And 127 women in those seats. And it really should be a lot more. I think they really should take whatever percentages that American society is. That should be the requirements for Congress. You know, if America is 55% women and 25%.
That's assuming that we were based on fairness and equality. But
we're supposed to be. Moving right along. If you didn't know, Nancy Pelosi was the first woman elected as Speaker of the House. So that's why she's such a big, powerful figure. Hey, Brandy. I see you watching, girl. So she was the first Speaker of the House. I love Nancy Pelosi. She's like fierce. Okay, I like her. And then in 2019, she was elected to serve for Speaker of the House for a second time. Can they do that? How many times?
Man, you know them people be making their own.
Yeah, you know they bend them when it's convenient.
McConnell, that dude, he ain't going nowhere. Anyhow, keep going. We don't see it too.
And then in 2016, Hillary Rodham Clinton, we all know her. She was the first woman nominated by a major political party for the president of the United States. And so, you know, what they say, she ran, so... No, she walked, so... Kamala could run. What's the saying?
She crawled, I don't know.
She crawled, so Kamala could walk.
One of them.
Something like that. Y'all know what I'm saying. But, yeah, so we have a long way to go as far as women politicians. Shout out to Maite Salazar. That's my girl. My only politician or political friend. She was a guest on Two Broke Hoes. And where am I going with this? Oh, we didn't show her picture. Kamala. There she is, Miss America. No, so, we did show her picture, didn't we?
But
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna ask you.
I'm tired,
you know, how do you feel about the criticisms that she's facing now that she's in such a prominent position of power?
I feel like it comes with the territory. I feel like she was probably already receiving a lot of criticism because she rose up the ranks fairly fast, and then she didn't go like she didn't.
Well, also it's because of her job too.
Yeah, she was a prosecutor.
Yeah, people don't like.
People don't. Yeah, people especially the urban community typically does not like prosecutors. But she did do a lot of activism after George Floyd. So I think it helped her reputation a little bit. Maybe. We'll fix. She got the nomination. So moving right along, I forgot what I had up next. Let's move on to our Fabu Plus and Fierce Person of the Week. Yes, so every week I try to nominate someone from my friends list or from just life and celebrities, whatever I see, whatever I can find, and nominate somebody for my Fabu Plus and Fierce Person of the Week. And today is Lady Jane. She is the CEO of One Voice Radio, as well as a veteran. And so with it being Veterans Day, I wanted to honor her and thank her for her service. Thank her for allowing me this platform and to come here and talk to y'all about this big old Fabu Plus stuff. And I just thought she looked good in this picture. I stole it off her Facebook page. So she looks very, very beautiful. She looks tough. Now, she's not a plus-size girl at all, but she is very fierce. I think she could whoop your ass, okay? So shout out to Lady Jane. We all here at One Voice Radio appreciate you for everything you do. Thank you for being Fabu Plus and Fierce. And you too can be a Fabu Plus Person of the Week if you want to join the Fabu Plus Facebook group and just socialize with other Fabu Plus women. You too could be nominated. And I'm starting a page on Facebook. I really don't have it up and running yet, but I will, where I will post all the episodes and you will see all this good stuff. Where am I on time? Because I don't think I have a lot left.
Bro, wait, you got time.
No, I'm saying I don't have a lot to talk about left. Okay. Okay, so my hot topic of the week is Pharrell is launching a skincare line. Sorry, y'all, I'm trying to share the video to the group.
Was it Neptunes?
Pharrell of Neptunes, yes.
Funny hat dude?
Yes. Have y'all seen his skin? Like, for real. This man has some amazing skin. Where am I? Oh my God, I'm so bad at this. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find the video to do this watch party.
We just want to zoom in on you right there.
Okay. Oh, it came up, but not the live one.
We'll share it.
Facebook, we hating. Anyway, so it's called Human Race. And you can catch it. It just got released like today or yesterday or something. But it is a really simple skincare line. And when I read about it, I was like, ooh, this sounds good. I want it. I want to try it. First of all, if you know Pharrell, he is 47 years old. He does not look it at all. He looks like a teenager. He has always had just like really, really good skin. So I feel like this is right up his alley. If he wasn't doing a skincare line of his own, he could definitely be a brand ambassador for somebody because that skin be popping. But Human Race, if you can see the containers, I thought they were cute. Basically, it's green for Earth. He's like in love with the Earth. And so that's the green color. But you cannot tell, excuse me, the bottles have Braille on it. And I thought that was so cool because people who are blind, they obviously have skincare regimens too. But, you know, if they go in the bathroom and they can't see all the different containers, who knows what they might put on their face. So, with these containers, they have the name Human Race is raised so you can feel it, and it has it actually written in Braille. So, the skincare line is just 3 products right now. And he says it's a 3-minute gesture of self-compassion. Now, that's something we all need. It's just a moment to stop and smell the damn roses, right? Stop and take a breather. Stop and just do something for yourself if you can every day. So I like that part of the marketing of it, that it's self-love, encouraging. So it comes with a rice powder cleanser. So pretty much to prepare your face for skincare, you wash it. And with the Human Race line, you use the rice powder cleanser. That is a dry powder that you mix with a little bit of water. And it exfoliates your skin. It has alpha hydroxy acids and compounds that dissolve between the dry skin on your face, so that when you wash your face, it washes it all away. And it has a lot of, I don't know how to pronounce this, kaolin clay. And if you know about the clays that they are promoting right now, I think it's called Aztec clay. They put in the hair and skin. Mm-hmm. I think it's the same type of thing. It's a detoxifier. So, and it's something that they used to like manufacture porcelain back in the day. So I was like, okay, I'm with that. Porcelain skin, you know. And then the next product is a lotus enzyme exfoliator. So this is to pretty much repair your skin from the damage of day to day, from being out and about. So you're gonna, it's an exfoliant and chemical peel. And it has glycolic acid, which brings the fresh skin cells to the surface of your face. And next week, I'm going to break down all these different acids and products and ingredients in our skincare products and makeup. The last product is the humidifying cream. So you wash your face, you exfoliate your face. Now you want to moisturize it. And this is, it has snow mushroom extract, which I never heard of. Snow mushrooms.
I wonder what they know that we don't
apparently, it is a Chinese medicine. And I believe he is half Asian, for real. But it's similar to hyaluronic acid, and it has soothing rice water. So it is a moisturizing cream. 50% of the containers is from recycled post-consumer plastic. And again, it does have the Braille writing on it. I thought that was so neat, and I feel like more products need to do that. Put the Braille on the product so that people who are visually impaired will know what they're using when they go in the bathroom to wash their face. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was smart. That was really, really smart, for real. And pretty much, that is it for this episode of Fabu Plus. But I do want to encourage you to, like I said, go on Facebook, look for Fabu Plus, and join the group so you can participate in all the different posts. Add me on Facebook under my alias page, Ms. No Mills. And then make sure you go to ovrstation.com so you can see what One Voice Radio is up to. You can download our app from the Play Store. And just make sure you are staying tuned or tuning in to everything that we do here. Next week, like I said, I'm going to break down all the different ingredients that come in our skincare products, because you hear words like hyaluronic acid, kaolin clay, snow mushrooms. You know what I mean? I want to know what they are, what they do. Are they really safe for our sensitive skin and faces? And then I'm going to do skincare for the winter skincare, because a lot of people get really dry around winter time. So I want to give us good wintertime skincare tips, and I'll see what else I come up with for next week. If you have anything that you want me to talk about or discuss on the show, if you want to be a guest on the show, you have a product to promote, anything Fabu Plus, call me, inbox me. Inbox me, and we will make it happen. And like I always like to leave the show and tell you how to be beautiful. Just look in the mirror, accept what you see, and be beautiful, honey. That's how you do it. Slay like your way every day. It's Fabu Plus on OVR Station. Good night.